thanks for tuning in. Got some bait spawning up against the bank. There are some fish feeding on them, and you'd think that would make the fish easy to catch, but oftentimes it just makes it that much more difficult. Okay, that's a good way to start it off. Just throwing my little hair jig there. Nice big chunky spot. Interestingly, that fish was kind of deep. Let's see if there's more than one. I missed one before I caught that fish, unless I missed the same one. There he is. Uh-oh. Kind of acts like a striper. And it is. Just a smaller striper. You know, just a small size striper. But I'll take that size striper all day long. I'm thinking there's going to be another. Both those fish came out of about 20 feet of water. Oh, there he was. Man. Oh, interesting. Figured there'd be a bunch of them. And there still might. Still got bait spawning. These fish are taking advantage of all the bait fish schooling around. Just using a little bucktail, which is about as effective as anything. I've caught more fish on this little jig than I have any other lure that I fish. Pretty tough when there's no wind, or pretty calm out. But all I'm doing is going from point to point. Some points will have fish, some points won't. So the boat just came off of a drop off on this point. I'm going to throw back up on top of it. I like to have my lure coming down off of the drop off. Oh. I wouldn't know what to do with myself if I didn't catch a catfish. Little channel kitty. So I'm fishing it's just a subtle little point. It's not very deep. My boat's setting in 8 feet and I'm kind of throwing up on top of this little shallow point. If you like to eat catfish, man, they're relatively easy to catch right now. I catch, you know, a couple every time I come out, just using artificials. If you were to come out with some night crawlers or any traditional catfish bait, I think you'd do pretty well. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Oh, I probably should have netted that one. Oh, it's another nice spot. On the Texas rig lizard. I'm telling you, this time of year, I do pretty good on the lizard. It seems to catch bigger fish too. They, you know, I rig it the same way you would a plastic worm, but they just seem to hit it harder. It's like they're trying to kill it. That fish took it and just ran with it. Worm would work too. With all the bait that spawned in a worm, I'd probably catch more fish on the worm. But I just enjoy catching them on this lizard. I love feeling them hit it. They hit it really hard. Water temperature up here on the north part of the lake is now 74 degrees. There's another one. Oh, that's fun. That's another solid bass. So that's the setup, just a regular old Texas rig. And I'll be switching back and forth today. And I love catching them on my spinning rod and either the jig and fluke or my little hair jig or it's not a very big one, but I'll take it. Okay, this point here is kind of a dangerous one to be sitting on. Boats come flying by here 100 miles an hour. But there are some fish here occasionally. I knew there's fish here. I saw them on my fish finder. Thought it might be stripers, but I think this is just a big old spot. Holy smokes, it is. It's a good one. Another fish on my little bucktail. It's a doozy. Nice fish. All right, time to move off this point. Oh boy. It's another good one. Man, I better net him. Wow. The old lizard. Getting the job done. Man, it's another 2.5 pounder. I mean, that's a nice fish. Another nice fish. I was crawling that lizard along, pulled it up over a little, either a rock or a stump or all of a sudden just thump. Man, I love feeling that. So fishing, the way I'm fishing here out on these points, it'll work on any lake, really, for any species of fish. You know, I grew up catching walleyes this way, white bass, you know, if you got hybrids, stripers. Oh, it's got to be stripers I'm missing out there. Yeah, it's stripers. Darn it. Sometimes they're hard to get a hook in. Got you that time. This is just a windy point here. It's got fish all over it. Oh, this is a giant spot. I thought it was a striper. Come on up. On the old bucktail, look at the size of that spotted bass. Beautiful. I've hooked and lost a couple fish out here on this point. Man, what a fish. Oh, you son of a gun. They are hard to hook. Way out on the end of the point. There we go. I think it's another big spot. Yeah. Holy smokes. There must be a school of big spots out there. Look at the size of these monsters. Wow. That's two monsters in a row. There we go. Oh, it's another good one. Unbelievable. Holy smokes. So, another good one. That's probably 2 pounds. A lot of times what'll happen is they'll slow down on me. There we go. Oh, I lost him. Son of a biscuit. So what'll happen is they'll slow down on me on this color, and I'll just switch to another color and start catching them again. Man, these are nice big spots. I'm having camera troubles. Every few minutes my camera wants to shut off on me, but I'm still catching these big spots. Man, I don't know how many that makes. I've caught quite a few of them. Man, this is unbelievable. They all seem to be just great big spots. What's going on here? It's another nice one. Man, they're just stacked on this point. And it appears they're all spots. I thought the first couple fish that I missed were stripers. So I'm on it's a big long sloping point. I'm casting out on the point, bringing it down the side into a little bit deeper water, and that's where I'm getting bit. It's hard to keep my boat position just because the wind blowing just hard enough to make it a little bit difficult. But that's why these fish are here. Fishing got really a lot better once the wind started blowing a little bit. Man, what a blast. They're not easy to get to bite. I mean, this is complete finesse fishing. All right, the interesting thing about those fish is they were all deep. You know, 15 to 20 feet deep out on the end of a point. Awesome. That was fun. Lots of big spots. I mean, man, that was kind of unusual to catch that many, all kind of the same size, just great big ones. All right, thanks for tuning in. Man, what a day. Wind blowing across points, and you know, this will work on any lake that's got any kind of fish. I've used it to catch walleyes, white bass, hybrids, stripers, crappies. You just anytime the wind is blowing across the points and you got bait around, the fish are going to be feeding on these points. Thanks for tuning in. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Share it. Anything you can do to help me grow my channel, I would appreciate. And come back and fish with me next time.